to action those policies and to find those synergies. And here we need to thank Donald Trump, the President of America, that has actually put a lot of pressure on Africa, and that actually, action everybody into high mode to see how best do we collaborate as a continent and how best do we explore and exploit the minerals that we have. And I think in time, the US and the West will see, the value that we as a continent can create with or without
reserves of these metals required in the transition. But what are we saying as the Africa Mineral Strategy Group is that we will not be suppliers as we have been. We have supplied the world for a very, very long time. This time we want to be strategic partners. And what does that mean? We locally want to process, even if it means primary processing at home. Then we can export. But above all, we want the industries to be here. And it's possible.
And the fact that it's starting to affect the economy with some of the industries starting to shut down. So that's where critical minerals and local beneficiation comes on board in terms of safeguarding the electricity prices going forward. When we do local beneficiation, we basically reduce the price of the goods, which basically gets passed over to the goods, to the prices of the electricity.
Most African countries' natural capital accounts for between 30% and 50% of the total wealth. Within that impressive number lies some of the world's largest developed and underdeveloped deposits of iron ore, coal, potash, manganese, gold, and PGMs, along with large deposits of green minerals such as copper, lithium, and graphite. Maintaining production from these mines for decades to come and unlocking the giant green fields deposits for the future requires all stakeholders, all of us.
Africa is the #1 supplier of platinum to the USA. But today the USA wants to detect the model of trade via tariffs, which is very unfortunate. DRC has lots of minerals, but they've been cornered by US. So we need to go onto the table and say this is what we have. It's either you come onto the table on our own terms, not your terms. Then we can negotiate in terms of extraction and in terms of processing in-house, and then in terms of the global market itself. So that is the strength that we have. We can't be begging while we have the resources.
It's 40% of world's gold reserves, 50% of diamonds, 90% of platinum and cobalt, 30% of uranium, aluminium, and graphite, and 12% of global oil. 65% of agricultural land, yet its people are starving. Mineral sovereignty is not just about ownership of deposits. It is about governance. It is about transparency, value capture, and the ability to transform natural wealth into sustainable human development. It is about ensuring that minerals do not just leave our soils in raw form, but leave behind schools, industries, skills, and opportunities.